and I am here with some horrible tattoos. I mean, horrible. I mean, like, did you just kiss your cousin at the party? Horrible? That kind of bad. But I don't just want to do one of those videos where we look and giggle at horrible tattoos, although that's a ton of fun. Let's talk about line work. Let's talk about line work. I obsess about line work. It haunts my dreams. Every tattoo that I've done haunts my dreams. What is good line work? Clearly, there are definitely people out there that know what it is, and there are people that don't have any clue what good line work is because they keep going to tattoo artists that have horrible line work. I mean, shocking. Look, let's get an example up here, okay? Let's take a look at something in the not so good category. Okay, it's a tattoo. Those hands are interesting. Those arms are, I mean, the whole thing is shockingly bad. And really, they should do like a documentary trying to figure out what's going on in people's heads when they get this kind of stuff. Look, there are certain things that you should be doing before you get a tattoo. And first and foremost, check out the tattoo artist's work. The other thing you should do is you should get an idea, a sense of what it is you want in terms of quality. It's hard to imagine somebody looks at this and says to themselves, you know what? This is the person that I've been looking for to put some artwork on my body for the rest of my life. Come on. There's no way. This is like a host of bad decisions that have been made before they even arrived at that studio. Think before you ink is a super, super important thing, okay? You've got to think about it. You've got to do some research. You got to know what you want and know the value of it. Sometimes people go, yeah, well, I can't afford an expensive tattoo. You're drinking like $8 coffees. How many of those are you having in a week? You can afford it. Just wait. I would rather put off a bad tattoo for a lifetime and delay a good tattoo for a short time so that I have the money for it, right? You get what you pay for. Look at these hands. This is shocking. I mean, the hands are probably the best part on it. Let's check out another one. Let's talk line work, okay? Yeah, this one's shocking. I mean, the arms aren't the same. I don't know if this person's even using a stencil or they're just kind of winging it, which is entirely possible, but they shouldn't be. Again, if you were looking at, this is from the same artist, if you're looking at their portfolio and you think to yourself, yeah, I'm going to go, or yeah, it's not that bad. Do you want not that bad on your body? Not that bad isn't something that I want on my body. Not that bad is when the kid paints the fence and you're like, okay, not bad. Walking around for the rest of your life with me, not bad, on you, that ain't good. Don't do that, right? Do a little research. First, figure out what it is you want. Figure out what your budget is. Ask yourself, is that reasonable? Look, if you want a sleeve and you want a sleeve for $100, do some research. You'll realize that's not reasonable. Who's going to do that? Someone that does this will do that. Then ask yourself, do I want a horrific sleeve? The kind of arm that stops people in their tracks and brings a little bit of fluid up in the back of their mouth. If that's what you're going for, then cool. You can find an artist for that. But if you actually want something that's good, don't do that to yourself, right? Little patience. Say, okay, I want a sleeve, but maybe I can't afford a sleeve right now. I have a bunch of ideas. I think I could just get my shoulder done. Or I'm going to get this component and then tell the artist I want to build eventually to this, this, and this. And you do it over time. You do it slow. And you think before you ink. Super important, right? Let's check out something else. No, not that one, because that was disturbing. And we don't want to go back to that disturbingness. All right, this is somebody different. But you can check out the line work. The line looks like really scratchy. And apart from the head, there's problems with the drawing for sure. But if you take a close look, you can see like these lines are not put in very well, right? If you're seeing something like this in a portfolio, do you really want that person working on you, right? So take a look and look at the quality of the lines. Is the line work consistent, right? Is it sometimes good, sometimes bad? Do they have blowouts? There are a lot of different things that you can consider when you're checking it out. There are so many great artists out there and in so many different towns and so many different cities. It just takes a little bit of research. When I had my back done, I looked for, I think it was about a year and a half. I looked in different cities, I talked to different artists. It's a large piece of real estate that I was going to have tattooed. So I want to take my time doing it, right? Don't just go to the nearest one. I have seen some horrific tattoos. I once saw one where the wings, the anatomy was wrong. They were literally upside down. And I was talking to the person that got it, and they were super excited about the tattoo. And they're like, check it out. Look what I got. And I was like, yeah, man, cool, cool. Where'd you get that? And they're like, oh, there was a place like a minute walk from my house. I was like, you should have walked for 2 minutes, maybe three. 15 would have been worth it to get the wings on right. Not good. Don't go to the closest, easiest place. Go to the best place, right? Especially the best that you can afford. Look at this. That's nice. Look at nice and clean that is. That is some slick work. Look at that. I mean, you can get into the color too and the way the color transitions and really, really good. But look at those crisp lines. Those are the lines you deserve, right? Let's go back and look. Take a look at these lines. Look at them. Memorize them. Feel them in your soul. Now, look at these lines. Okay? I know you're not an artist, but look and look. You see the difference. You see it. I know you see it. Come on. Which do you deserve? You deserve these. You deserve good lines. Oh, man. Script? Same thing. I see people going for script. Oh, mama. I can't even read it. After like 1 year, it's like smoosh. I can't read it at all. Look, look. You want to see some script? Look at that. Oh, beauty. Look at the way it goes from thick to thin. And this is like music. This is somebody conducting with a tattoo machine. This is sick. Come on. You want some script? Get something like that. I hope people looking at this video, they see it, and it's not just, there's so many videos of bad tattoos out there, and I gotta be honest, it's a great joy. I love sitting around watching some funky stuff. It's fun, but no regrets. But I wanted to show you what something really good looks like as well, and get this message across. You deserve a great tattoo. Do some research. Think before you ink. Don't settle for something like meh. Get yourself something that is awesome. Stick around. I am going to post on the weekend. I'm going to do another live, and I'm going to be doing a tattoo design. Everybody can follow along. We'll talk about line work while I do some lining, and we'll talk about tattoos, and we'll talk about other amazing stuff. If you're not following, what's wrong with you? What do I got to do? Follow, okay? And comment below. I want to know the worst tattoo you have ever seen. Tell me about it. Tell me how bad it was. Was it your buddies? I want to know. I also want to hear about the best tattoo. I mean, this tattoo that you saw and you were like, oh, I wish I had that tattoo. Tell me. I need the stories. Post below. And of course, do all the things. Subscribe, hit like, and